My name is Wilson Santiago. I work at Department of Radiology at Phillips Ambulatory. I've been here, I'm getting a 35-year pin, but I've actually been here longer than 35. It was just a little mixed up on the years. I've been here since 70, 71, and I worked here in the summer programs when I was in high school. So I have a long history with Beth Israel. Well, I enjoy the people I've met throughout the years. I was in one department for a number of years, material management. Then I started moving from there to different departments. So I got to meet different people, different styles of work ethics, and different responsibilities. And it was a very good experience. Well, I've been here so long, it's like a family. And you know, you have good days, and you would have some bad days, but mostly they're all good. And I don't want to work anywhere else. I've been here long enough. I'm going to retire from here. Most of the I worked most of the times in office environments, but when I started working for radiology, I did some transporting at the main hospital, and it feels good to be able to help a patient, either translating. I actually met up with a patient that was born and raised in a village in Puerto Rico where my parents were born and raised, and he happens to know, he's in his 90s, and he happens to know my uncles and my grandfather, so it was a really good experience. Well, Beth Israel's been around. I think it's one of the oldest hospitals. I think it was one of the first hospitals with elevators, running water, if you know, to think about that now. And they provide so much service for the Lower East Side area, and it then expanded to other parts, other boroughs. And they're really great with people. The staffs are great, and it's just the services that they provided, especially for low-income people in the Lower East Side. And you know, they're great. Well, it's just the people I've met here. I mean, I've been here for 40 years, so I've grown up with people here. One of my first bosses who's passed away, he was like my father, my brother, my friend. He taught me a lot, and he taught me how to have tolerance for people. Not everyone's going to like you, but mostly everyone's a good person. And I learned that there's good in everyone. And just working with every different types of people here. We've had all kinds of races. And it's a great environment to work for whoever's coming in new. It wasn't from choice. I started material management, then there's certain times, certain years we have downsizing or just move employees around. And I went up in patients account for a while, then housing and transportation, then administration. I worked with them for about 3 years, and then radiology. So actually, sometimes when people think it's a bad thing when they're moving you around, it turns out to be a good thing because you get to meet other people, different types of work, and it's worked for me. Well, we tend to work good together. I mean, from management down, everyone has a job to do. We tend to have staff meetings, and we discuss the service we're going to give the patients, and it works. We work great together, and it's a good environment. It's 40 years, and it seems like I just started the other day. It's unbelievable. I used to be the youngest guy in the department. Now I'm kind of the oldest, but I'm cool with that. And I'd like to thank Beth Israel Hospital for all the years it's given me.